Greetings all. Well, it's just me again. Stace went to take my one of my kiddos to work. That's relearning how to drive a car that we just picked up for him from Dad in Colorado. So we're doing practice driving to get back in the swing of things. But in the meantime, right before he left, he said, "Babe, there's a raven reading waiting for you." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" This week we're working on doing collective reads for the indigenous populations. And so I wasn't planning on doing any raven reads, at least while he's on his days off and stuff. So Buddy's like, "No, there's a read there for you." Sure enough, as soon as I sit down, the spirit light starts going off. So as per usual, I never know who I'm reading for, so I will just give this a go and we'll see what we come up with here, what Spirit is wanting to say to whom and what and where and what about. All right, here we go. My mom is in my ear again at the moment. Not the book. Not the book. There we go. We've got a Page of Cups. Tells me somebody probably a little young. Happy news, crush, spirituality, creativity. Somebody new. One of those things. What of it? All right. They're needing to temper, find patience, meaning, balance in whatever it is they're exploring here. And guess what? You are getting the world out there. So there's going to be some achievements, success, endings, and then possibly new beginnings. So we've got somebody out there possibly ending something and bringing on something new. Somebody wants to bring on an Ace of Cups. So, alrighty. So we want new love, and or we're starting a new project. We're feeling a little creative. Whoever this is for. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're trying to go on a new adventure somewhere new. You have decisions to make and you're planning for your future. You got the Four of Cups and, oh gosh, we have somebody out here that really wants me to read the whole darn story, huh? Okay. Page of Swords thereafter. So similar age. You're fixing to go with somebody similar age. However, you got a bit of skepticism about this person going on. Spirit says, the sun. Follow the sun. Okay? So the sun is joy, success, celebration, positivity, things like that. What I see is somebody is skeptical about, I have a Page of Cups, somebody that wants to give love to a Page of Swords, but this Page of Cups person is skeptical about the journey, whether or not they can do something about that. But Spirit is literally saying the sun. You've got the sun. All right, so for now, yes, you have the sun. And what you're being told here is that you're going to get victory with the help of the King of Cups. Yes, I'm hearing my mom say with the help of the King of Cups. So you probably got a parental figure that's encouraging you to take that journey. Anything else here? Nothing here. Yep, I'm being told you have a parental figure that is trying to help you move along. I'm hearing move along like you know you should. So you're going to have the sun and victory with the King of Cups. That's not bad. What I am wondering about is this Four of Cups. All right, I'm going to see if I can get a little clarification on this Four of Cups. Sounds like the King of Cups is also trying to help you with whatever the Four of Cups happens to be. Let me see if I can get Spirit to also help you. What about this Four of Cups, please, Spirit? Why do we have somebody skeptical about going towards the sun? Sun is the easiest thing in the world to do. Okay. Here's what's crossing your line, the Hierophant. I'm going to take a wild guess that the sun is somebody that's not so traditional. And you have something traditional running in and across and through your line. Yep, you sure do. And because of that, you're trying really hard to keep that Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, you are the Page of Cups, but you're trying to stay in a reverse position, is what Spirit is saying. Not for? No. Okay. That. Right there. Yeah. And the Queen of Wands is also in. So you're not trying to manifest this. So you got two very distinctive lines here. The Page of Cups is stopping themselves from going towards basically a Page of Swords. They've got a King of Cups, a parental figure or somebody that they look up to. And again, bear in mind, we say the King of Cups. This could be the Queen of Cups. I don't know. But right now you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So given that you have the Hierophant running through you, that tells me you are probably more traditional. And what you want to run after is something not as traditional as what runs through your own energy. That's an interesting story. I can see why Spirit wants to talk to you for just a moment. Give me 1 second. I'm kind of listening to what my mom is saying about your story. This is somebody that runs traditionally through the church again. I think this is somebody that is just definitely within our collective that knows that they are very traditional, is fighting against moving out of tradition. What they think is tradition is what my mom is saying. What you think is tradition. What my mom is also saying is what you think is tradition isn't necessarily what actually is the tradition that lines up with who you are as a spirit. She's saying, given the avatar they chose to be in, you are misplaced. And you're somebody that knows you're misplaced at the moment. That you're the one that fights against yourself. Okay, you're the one that's like, I see that I really, really, really like so-and-so down here. However, so-and-so down here, doesn't attend my Bible Baptist church every Sunday. So-and-so down here might be somebody that my mom's saying looks a little bit more like me. Not me per se, but looks like me in terms of spirituality and doing things that in your mind is less traditional. So she says, keep that in mind for whoever this is, and remember that you can reverse roles as you see fit. King of Cups can be the Queen of Cups, could be a parent saying to you, could be a mentor that's a female saying to you. For one thing, they're telling you, you don't have, they're saying align your chakras, all right? This to me, for whoever this is that has this traditional running through them, that would be a Kundalini awakening for whoever this is. Somebody is fighting against a Kundalini awakening. That would be all chakras. So somebody is fighting against a Kundalini awakening is what they're fighting against. Okay. Yep. So it says I suspected this is likely a mother figure that falls under the King of Cups. It's probably a Queen of Cups. So again, a parent figure is trying to help you with whatever this is. You've got somebody, parents, an aunt, an elderly, more mature person trying to help you with that Kundalini awakening, and you're resisting it. So this is very interesting. And yeah. So my mom is telling me to tell you, this person knows what they're doing. They would know how to help you with this Kundalini awakening. Okay, Page of Cups person. This mature person who is, yes, my mom is confirming that they're referring to this. That was just the closest card that they could pull for you. Whoever this person is to you is trying, like the Dickens, to help you do a Kundalini awakening. All right? Anything else? No? Not on that side? Let me see if there's anything else on the side of the Kipperish. My mom is saying to tell you the fact that you keep showing up in reads, and I think it might be a Pisces person. Like Pisces. There's a Pisces out there that is really, really, really struggling. And I think that it's a Pisces like cusper or millennial. I can't remember the full read. Nothing on that side. Is really and truly struggling with the idea of stepping out of something that in your mind is a traditional religion. And the fact that they keep bringing me to the table for this person, my mom is saying that you keep watching these, waiting for me to somehow give you something different. Somehow say something different, like no, Kundalini awakenings or going towards your own tradition. What's really your tradition. She's saying, you know what your real tradition is, that this that runs across your line is not your real and actual tradition. That's just what you were taken into. That's a space that you were taken into to help you. My mom is saying during a recovery. And so now you think that if you step out of it, you're somehow going to be unrecovered or something like this, is what she's saying. She says you have somebody that's trying to help you, that is highly intuitive, that's trying to tell you about realigning your chakras. So Spirit does know, and my mom is reminding me to say to you, ultimately at the end of the day, it's your choice. But that you keep continuing to come back here and look and see if somehow the answer is different, should tell you, what my mom is saying is, should tell you that for you the answer, your own soul, your own spirit, your own, the essence of you knows that it should not be whatever this is. We can have much, much, much gratitude for the traditions that we were raised in, or even traditions that are out there that have helped us along the way and on the path. But remember, this is my mom is reminding me, I don't look anything like what I don't look, act, sound like, or engage in anything that I used to engage in when I was in my 20s. Even what I am doing now in my 50s feels very different from what I was doing in my 30s. So what Spirit is trying to say to you is that it's okay to decide to be grateful. Show gratitude. Show gratitude for anyone that has helped you along that path, okay? But if it's no longer your path, Spirit is saying that's okay. And to trust whoever this is, it's this King of Cups person that's trying to help you do what's called a Kundalini awakening. My mom says, remember that's kind of the white lady word for this. Whoever this is that's fighting against themselves, it might be called something different for you. For me, I would look at it from the metaphysics perspective and say, yes, it's a Kundalini awakening, from top to bottom. And by the way, there's much more than just these chakras, but these are like the main ones that most recognize. So my mom is saying they're a very trusted person and you should trust them because they know exactly what they're talking about and they can help you learn and go on your new adventure and new path instead of you continuing to kind of block that against your own self. She's confirming that whoever this is very interested in someone that is not inside of this traditional church setting, and that should be okay. That really should be okay. All right. You have 1818, okay? That's your, let's see, willpower. Achievement, success, striving forward. Prosperity, go-getters, courage, luck. Wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. Exactly what I just said. It's okay to step into completely new experiences as we get older. You don't have to always just decide to stay one version. And it's not that you don't still appreciate all the helps and supports. You put that gratitude in the universe, and then you learn to move to your next step. Okay? The right people and resources will be put on your path. Exactly what she says. You have the right people and resources, and they're on your path. They're showing up here right on your downline, and they follow the sun. This person has literally followed the sun. They want you to be happy and feel joy. Okay? An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Yeah. Literally, they just really, truly want you to know that this person isn't trying to hurt you or harm you. This person is, in fact, anybody that operates with intuition is always grateful for even the more traditional religions out there, because we recognize and value that in this life, many, many, many people feel very comfortable and confident if they are sitting at a pew and have somebody telling them, hey, be mindful of this, that, or the other. First Corinthians says this, that, or the other, and reminds us. But somebody that's intuitive, trying to help you awaken your chakras, is somebody that's trying to simply show you that you have the magic built within inside of you, and that you don't need any walls. You can simply go out and stand in your front yard in the grass with bare feet and then talk. The sun is right there. It's right there for all of us to gain. Okay? Sounds like this person, whoever this is in the collective, and it did look like there are some Pisces out there that are really, 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 like, you guys go very, very, very deep. So I can imagine how hard it would feel for any of you to feel like, hey, gosh, I'm about to leave something that I've known for a very long time, or my whole life, or something like that. And so what the universe, God, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides are trying to tell you is that this person that they've put on your path that wants to help you with that Kundalini awakening is somebody that you can trust. Okay, they're not trying to take advantage of you or anything like that. To me, it looks like this is somebody that's a mentor, possibly somebody that helps you through really rough times, or like a parental figure. Okay. All right, I'm going to try and see if I can't get you some moonology here. The fact that you're watching tarot and you keep asking, that's really your soul speaking to you much more so than anybody else, okay? All right, what you got was new moon. A fresh start, a moment to set intentions and trust the infinite possibilities ahead. Let your inner voice guide you forward. New beginnings, intentions, infinite potential. Okay? So whoever this is for, whoever's struggling and just really keeps watching, and should I do it? Should I pull the trigger? Spirit is telling you, you are safe. You are safe with this person, and there is somebody that is already on your path that's completely willing to help you open those chakras. Reset. Okay? All right. I am going to ask the time frame for when this person might decide to go ahead and stop blocking themselves, stop putting their own Page of Cups in reverse, their own desires in reverse. I'm just going to ask if there's like a time frame for that, if there's something more, or how much more time you might need. by next spring. So it seems like maybe whoever this is may continue coming back and looking at tarot to see if they're okay to do that. We're in this spring, so it seems like maybe whoever this is probably going to be continuing over the next year or so to try and convince themselves that it's okay to be whoever you are, okay? We all came here with free will. We're all allowed to do whatever it is we think is in our best interest, okay? So I hope that helps in terms of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I got a sacred wounding last time. Let's see if there's any others that you can be working on in the meantime to help you kind of move forward and continue considering as you're thinking about this new path, okay? Right there. They didn't waste any time on you. This is what you have in reverse for now. Addressing spiritual awakening challenges will show up as confusion, emotional upheaval, and a sense of being disconnected from your old life. It often stems from confronting deeper truths, shedding old beliefs, and navigating the discomfort of growth. Okay? Leaving you to question who you are and what you truly desire. And that's exactly where you're at. Right now, you still have this just sitting here. And yeah, my mom is saying that's exactly what's happening here is vibration with the cards. To where eventually what's going to happen is this person's either going to just say, no, 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 never, never, never. But my mom is saying she doesn't believe so. She believes by next spring, what this person is going to do with that vibration is and be like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and take on these uncomfortable distruths and understand and realize that we all carry divinity within us. And my mom is saying that it will be helpful maybe if whoever this is that keeps asking this question hears somebody else say something along the lines of, you're not being ungrateful if you decide to leave a traditional religion. You're simply someone that is ready to outgrow old things and move on to something new. The fact that you're waiting for a springtime is all about renewal. Okay, it's all about new. What are we bringing in that's new? What can I grow next? So it's perfectly okay if you have outgrown the places that you're in. Oftentimes, if you stay in a place and this is true with relationships, no matter where you find them, if you stay in a place that your own spirit is telling you, hey, I've outgrown this, it leads to stagnation, meaning you start to become depressed, upset, wondering why it is that nothing feels good or right for you anymore. So again, but you have free will to do that. And that might be what it takes to get you there, whoever this is. I mean, and it looks like there was more than one I mean, that Pisces read from last week for Pisces Millennials was probably the most watched video. So that tells me we've got some people who are either Pisces or connected to Pisces somehow that are really feeling like they've outgrown space, but they're afraid to really look inward and address that. For whoever this is, you have somebody right there near you who's willing to help you look inward, address that, reassure you. Once your whole entire chakra system is realigned, you will be completely, people will tell you, I don't even recognize who you are. Who are you and what did you do with, but sometimes it'll mean old things fall away that make us a little bit sad, and other times it will mean that, hey, but I've got this whole new infinite possibility, as your moonology said. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll some dice here for whoever this is for. And looks like maybe we're going to be continuing to talk as long as you watch tarot and decide that you are hitting my channel and possibly one of my subscribers. By the way, thank you to all the new subscribers out there. It's really cool to see that, you know, our tribe is finding us as, you know, they should. So, all right. Exercise. Spirit is acknowledging that you're procrastinating at the moment, doing anything to make the movement that Spirit says you know you want to make. We may have a 34 or 36-year-old, a 32, or also a 32-year-old. We also have somebody that's either 52 or 53. So we may have some older folk thinking about moving out of the church. Yeah, 56, 53, 52, or 54. Also, hopefully I said 33. And then we may have a straight up 40 or 30-year-old, okay, or somebody that's very, very, very close to. Let's see, there's the dice. Let me go ahead and grab you some Shrinky Charms. And I just want to tell everybody out there, Stace and I went today and we found these at, you know, a flea market. And I love this jar because it reminds me of, it makes me think of the Hierophant. Is it the Hierophant? Yeah, it's not the Hierophant, I'm sorry, the Hermit. The hermit that goes in on the traditional Rider-Waite, who's usually carrying one of these, but it's a lantern and a light. But anyways, you can see we have dice that are all about letters on all four sides. And so we're still thinking about how we want to flux those in. We may just do add those to, we don't know if we want to do raven readings or if we want to flux them in when we do collective readings. So for now, all Stace has done is gone ahead and saged them and the jar and everything and pulled out the old energy. So, but it's still exciting. It's exciting. All right, let's see what we got here for the charms. We have a Z, a K. We have somebody's airplane, but it's in the upside down. You know, I think of a crop duster or planes that do like aerial tricks and stuff like that. But typically you don't want to stay in the upside down for long in a plane, otherwise you might pass out and worse things. We have somebody here that's, this is just the rabbit space. And so I'm looking at this and thinking of Easter time for some reason. Easter means something to somebody, and that's probably to do with that traditional religion, because this bunny is actually kind of looks like he could double as like an Easter basket too. We have the ship's wheel. It's completely in reverse. It's in a stop position. So whoever this is, yeah, my mom's saying, just like she said with the cards, you can almost just see where this person is just trying so hard. Should I move it? Should I turn it? Should I do, you know, something like this? But right now, that's a no. You're holding it right there for the moment. Okay. We have somebody that might be 27. I don't think we'd have a 72-year-old. Now, we could have somebody that was born in 1972, which would be my birth year, which would be cool. There was also a 10 when I was being told to add, so could be somebody connected to me, and that I just don't realize that they want to leave the church. Not sure. And then this is presented to me about like as if it's just like a dash, which I'm starting to be able to read and understand, like, here's what the person wants, but here's what they're blocking and here's what they're not going for. So that seems to be whoever this is, it's just like literally just, nope, like on a pause, okay? And then again, there's a messenger bird. For me, that just simply confirms that I'm giving the reading correctly. But as I'm giving information anyway, my spirit light also tends to go off and let me know, thank you, that's exactly what we meant for you to say. So All right, I hope that this is helpful for whoever this is out there that is, really struggling with stepping out of something old and then into something new. Okay? All right. Peace, love, and blessings to all.